Hello, everybody. Welcome to Attitudes with Andy. This is a place where we get to focus on all things happiness and well-being so we can all build up our base level of happiness to live just the bestest life ever. So if that sounds like something you want to be a part of, come join the party. Press follow and subscribe wherever you're listening. Oh, gosh, I'm cringing at myself and we're not even a minute in. Anyway, so today we're going to be talking about the soft girl era. If you don't know what this is a movement that I believe is quite a bit on TikTok, and I actually found out about it on YouTube from watching somebody talking about the soft girl era, but I thought it was just me who was feeling like this. Anyway, the soft girl era is basically, a lot of women are like, do you know what? I don't want to live this girl boss life. I don't want to be hustling. I don't want to be working this 9 to 5 for a corporate job, climbing the ladder. I want to be having slow mornings, drinking my matcha, connecting with family and friends, giving to the community, maybe in the future being a stay-at-home mom, just slow, grounded stuff. Very peaceful things. Well, apart from being a stay-at-home mom, because that's probably the least peaceful thing ever and is probably the most intense ever because there's no time off. But anyway, today I want to talk about the soft girl era, and I never ever thought I would be here talking about this and saying that I'm on this train, okay? I am on this train, and honestly, I hope that I never got off it. So if you listened to me last year, you guys would know that honestly, for the first half of the year, I was so intense, okay? I would go and sit down on my computer and edit for 10, 12 hours a day and say no to a lot of social events and kind of not make effort with friends or family or any of that. And I was just yeah, hustle, hustle, hustle. And I was listening to Iman Ghatzi, I don't know if any of you know them, or Jordan Welsh or Luke Belmar. All of these people are absolute G's and they're amazing, but they are male hustlers who are hustling. And when I listen to them, it just puts me in such a masculine, type of energy. And I've been in that energy for so many years of my life. I've been in the energy of I can take care of me. I don't need anybody. I'm going to build an empire. All of that. I've been very in my masculine and very in my independent thing. And honestly, it wasn't until I went home to England for 6 weeks that luckily everything shifted and I just switched off and I just relaxed and I just kind of started coming back into my feminine, flowy, easygoing ways. And I connected with my family and friends, and I was like, what have I been doing? I've been prioritizing the wrong things. All I cared about before was being successful and being a self-made millionaire and building an empire of a business, if I'm being honest, okay? And then after that trip, I was like, oh my God, the only thing that matters is connection with my friends and family. And if that means not building the business or the empire, then so be it. And I'm not saying you, don't get me wrong, you can definitely be building an empire, be a girl boss, and still have that connection and that slowness and that well-being. I'm not saying you have to choose, but I'm just saying I went from one extreme and now I'm coming back into the soft girl era. I kind of went on a tangent, so I hope that was helpful in any way. Anyway, so the soft girl era, is a thing. And I thought it was just me who was kind of craving this slowness, this connection, this, instead of hustling all the time, because at the end of the day, we have completely different hormones and ways of being compared to men. Okay. Men can go to a 9 to 5, 5 days a week, every week of the year, and tend to be okay because they have the same amount of hormones, the same amount of energy. Whereas for us, the week before our period, girl, we want to be napping and doing slow things, not just hustle, hustle, hustle. Anyway, so I thought I was alone, but then I watched this YouTube video that was talking about how this is a big movement and girls are being we want to live this soft life. We don't feel this need to hustle, hustle, hustle. And I'm I'm here for it, and I'm feeling really, really happy because I think with this movement, we're coming back to our like beautiful, soft tenderness that women tend to have over men. Like, of course, this is not a blanket statement, but overall, women tend to be this like beautiful, nurturing type of energy. And I feel like we're coming back to that. And that feels really, really nice. And then at the same time, we can go build an empire and be a girl boss and do it. Like, we can do both. And then it's just like choosing which one suits you, which one suits your personality. And for me, it's definitely a mixture of both, but I'm really learning to lean into this soft girl era. So I wanted to share some of the things that I have been doing in my soft girl era that maybe you guys might want to take inspo from. Okay, so the first thing is I've definitely been wearing a lot more feminine clothes, or clothes that just make me feel like just pretty and just cute, as I'm wearing overalls. No, but even these overalls, I'm like, they feel like a little girl. So that's cool. And I've been, making a little bit of an effort with my appearance. I even got earrings, clip-on earrings, but still counts. And just kind of taking pride in my appearance, and not in a narcissistic vain way, but more just like it's fun to take care of your appearance. So that's something I've been doing, and it's been really nice just like adding little bits to my wardrobe, because I used to be such like a minimalistic, like why would you have more than 2 pairs of jeans type of person, but like it's fun having cute fits to like put together. So it's nice that I'm just like, it's an evolving thing, my wardrobe, and I love, being like, oh, that would look cute and stuff. So that's been really fun. I do a lot of face masks these days. They just make me so good, especially being in the Australian summer heat. Like, your skin dries out, and so it's really nice. I love, love, love doing face masks. Quick tip, when you're doing a food shop, always just have a little look at the face mask area, because sometimes they can have like 50% off, and so that's when I like stock up. So sometimes you can spend like $6 on a face mask, and I don't know about you, but I don't want to be spending that. Okay, another thing that's been really, really important for my soft girl era has been socializing more and going to these social events, as long as like I want to. But before, I would just say no, because I'm like, oh, well, that's not, what's it called? Practical? No, what's the purpose of that? That doesn't benefit me in any way. But now I realize, of course, it benefits you. Like, connecting and deepening your relationship with that person matters so much. So that has been invaluable. And then kind of just making more of an effort with my family. I think in the past, I've definitely taken them for granted. And so I'm still learning. I'm not perfect, but I'm really trying to make sure that they know how loved they are, and making effort to keep in contact and to go visit them and all of that. Yo. All right. Another element of my soft girl era is getting in tune with myself and listening to my gut, because there's so much noise in this world, especially with social media. Like, honestly, we're constantly being bombarded with new information and new ways to look at the world, and just so much information. And we're seeing how so many 20-year-olds are living their lives, and it's all very different. And then we're like, oh my gosh, should I go to New York and get an apartment? Or am I in my travel girl era? Or should I go get a corporate job? Like, there's just so many ways you can live your life. And then when you're being seen that every single day with hundreds of different videos, it can be overwhelming. And so actually, at the time of recording this, I'm 6 or 7 weeks into my no Instagram/TikTok thing. And that has been amazing. I feel like I've finally just quietened everything, all the noise in my life. And I've been having the bestest realizations. I will do an episode about my time off social media, because I highly recommend it. But yeah, my gut instinct was to go off it. So I was like, okay, I'm going to listen to this. I'm going to take a break. And then, oh my gosh, guys, the realizations I've been having has been amazing. And I've been getting so much clearer on on like who I want to be and how I want to show up in the world and how I want to give back to the community. And so, as I said last week, what the new platform is going to be, more of it's going to be more empowering people and spreading joy, because I really feel like that is something that I connect with and that I want to do. And so, yeah, my soft girl era has definitely included getting clear on what actually lights me up and going towards that instead of, lol, I tried to do drop shipping. I didn't try for too long, but I realized I was like, I'm not passionate about this at all. Like, I'm just doing this for money. And that's really hard to work on when you're not passionate about it. Whereas there's something in the making at the moment, and it's been so easy to spend time on because it really, really relates to me and I feel pulled to it. And yeah, so I think soft girl era is definitely like tuning in on what is important to you and what you feel might be your purpose. I really need a water break. One moment. Insert elevator music. Do, 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 do. Okay. Another thing, a part of my soft girl era, is just being mindful of my energy versus my time. So I used to think, again, I'd have to sit down for 8, 10, 12 hours in a day doing stuff to feel productive, to feel like I deserve some time off. And now I will spend, I'll do an hour of power, usually 2 hours of power, and I will get literally like a whole day's worth of work done in those 2 hours, because I do them at the beginning of the day, which is when I have my bestest, clearest energy. And so, yeah, it's just using your time, you're using your energy smart instead of feeling like you have to spend 8 hours doing something. Because if you have 8 hours to do something, there's no way you're doing solid, deep focus work for that whole time. Unless you have an assignment due and you're at university, sometimes that kicks in. But most of the time we'll be like, oh, I'll just quickly get a snack. I'll just quickly make a coffee. I'll just quickly check my phone. I'll just quickly get back to this person, Whereas if you're like, nope, we have 2 hours maximum to do this, let's do it. You get so much more done and you feel so good about yourself. You're like, wow, I did that in such a short amount of time, but I got so much done. So yeah, it's just being smarter with my energy. And then, I'll have time to go do a grocery shop or go to the beach or go do slow things. And that transitions me to one of my last points, which is, allowing myself to have a slow morning or to go to the beach in the afternoon or to, go hang out with friends during the week, because I used to have all these rules and I used to think that I had to do or achieve certain stuff to be worthy of these things. And it's like, no, you definitely don't. Obviously, like if you're doing them to procrastinate, that doesn't feel good. But if you're still, showing up and making little moves every single day, then that's fine. And some days you're going to be like, I just need to rest and to sleep. And you don't need to do anything to deserve that. Okay. And the second last one is I've definitely been slowing down on my caffeine intake. I just had no idea how much it affects me. Anyways, I'm on the matcha train and I'm absolutely loving that. And so I've been having slower mornings, making matcha, doing my breath work, and just doing these things to fuel my day to make it even better. Yeah. All right. I've forgotten the last point. If I'm being honest. Oh, no, wait. That just gave me what the point is. Okay, the last point is being honest and listening to myself. So a few days ago, I was, trying to relax. And then I was just like, I just can't. There's something on my mind. And it was because I was like, oh, there's actually like I'd taken girl softness too hard and was like, no, you need to rest. When really I was feeling so passionate, so excited about this project that's about to come out that I just wanted to work on it. But I was like stopping myself because I was like, oh no, but you need a rest. So it was more like honoring myself and listening to my body. Okay. You guys know what's up. We all know what we should be doing. I love that. Don't take my advice. Just listen to you. But if you listen to you, then that's you taking my advice. Okay, anyway, you got the picture. So that is my soft girl era, and I'm so pleased people are on this train. And if you're not on this train and you're like, I don't want to be on that train, then I love that for you as well. It's basically just, queens and kings doing what they want and what feels good to them, okay? And this is feeling so good to me right now because I'm building the empire that I want, but I'm doing it in such like a soft and beautiful way that I'm showing up every single day because I'm not burning myself and I'm not going a million miles an hour for 12 hours a day and then the next day being like, I don't want to do anything. It's just like, what's one thing we can do to just move the needle a little bit? So yeah, I feel like I'm finally kind of striking that beautiful balance, which we love to see. Anyway, thank you so much for listening. If you want positive, happy vibes, well, first of all, press follow and subscribe on whatever platform you're on. But second of all, come say howdy on our Instagram page at Attitudes with Andy. If you want to share this around, that would be amazing. Feel free to screenshot it and tag us. And I will see you guys next week for another episode. I hope you have a lovely, lovely day. Okay, I love you all. Bye. Mwah.